So here's the question for today. How do you balance your daily life and still stay spiritual? I am sure you are living a very busy life with your work, family, friends and other commitments, that sometimes there is no time left to connect with yourself or to be more connected with the divine. So how do we find that balance in our daily life? That is what we're going to discuss in today's episode of the show. Hi everyone, welcome to the show. It is my humble request to all of you to like, share and subscribe so that we can reach out to more and more people with this message. And if you have any questions or doubts, feel free to ask. We will be more than happy to answer them. First of all, let me tell you what is the literal meaning of the word balance. Balance means to be stable and upright, not to fall over or to be in an even state. Now, if we apply this definition to our life, then it means that we need to be stable in our emotions, not to be carried away with our feelings or to be in an even state of mind. But practically speaking, this is not possible because we human beings are emotional creatures. We feel happy, sad, angry, frustrated, disappointed, etc. These are the natural human feelings which cannot be controlled or suppressed. Then what is this balance that we talk about? This balance means striking a right proportion between our worldly life and our spiritual life. This balance does not mean to give up our life, but to live this life to its fullest, while being connected with the higher consciousness. This connection with the higher consciousness can be established by prayer, meditation and communion with saints or with the wise people. Now let's see some practical methods that will help us to strike a right proportion between our material life and our spiritual life. First one, set your priorities right. If you want to balance your daily life and still remain spiritual, then you have to make a clear distinction between what is important and what is not. Give first priority to your spiritual development, because if you are spiritually bankrupt, then no amount of money or power can compensate it. On the other hand, if you are spiritually rich, then you can face whatever situation in life with a smile. Make a firm resolution within yourself that you will take out some time for your spiritual growth, irrespective of your busy schedule. Second, practice detachment. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says that you have every right to perform your duty, but never to the fruits of your labor. Detachment does not mean that you don't care about the results, but it means that you leave the results to the higher will and you do your part perfectly. Detachment helps you to stay calm and composed in all situations. It makes you fearless and free from anxiety. To practice detachment, you have to surrender your ego at the feet of the Almighty. You have to realize that you are not the doer, but the instrument only. You have to understand that everything happens for your greater good and have faith in the divine order. Third point is simplify your life. Overcomplication of life is the root cause of all our problems. The more we complicate our life, the more we deviate from our spiritual path. To live a simple life, we have to start with a simple mind. When you wake up in the morning, just look at the sky and thank the Almighty for giving you another chance to correct the mistakes of the past. Promise within yourself that you will try to do better in the future. When you sit to eat, just close your eyes and feel the taste of the food. When you sleep at night, just look at the stars and think of the infinite possibilities that are present in the universe. When you do all these things with a simple and inquisitive mind, you will feel the presence of the divine around you. You will feel the unity of all life, and you will live a life of simplicity and peace. Fourth, learn to say no. Most of the times we overcommit ourselves, and we try to please everyone. We don't have the heart to say no to others, so we end up doing everything, and in the process we lose our peace of mind. Learn to say no when you are not able to cope up with the demands of your job or your boss. Learn to say no when your friend asks you to do something wrong. Learn to say no when your family members force you to do something against your will. By saying no to others, you are actually saying yes to yourself. You are respecting yourself. You are valuing your time, and you are creating space for your spiritual growth. Fifth, dedicate your life to a cause greater than yourself. When you dedicate your life to a cause greater than yourself, you become selfless. You go beyond your ego and you feel the oneness of all life. This dedication can be to humanity or to the service of the poor and the needy. When you serve others, you feel immense joy and satisfaction. You forget your own problems and you focus on the problems of others. In the process, you become spiritually rich. Sixth point, connect with nature. Nature has a healing touch. When you connect with nature, you feel rejuvenated. You feel one with the universe. Go out in the open fields and breathe in the fresh air. Feel the cool breeze on your body and listen to the sweet music of the birds. Do all these activities with a meditative mind, and you will feel the presence of the divine all around you. You will come back home feeling refreshed and ready to face your daily life with a smile. 7. Practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is the key to spiritual growth. If you want to balance your life and still remain spiritual, then you have to learn to forgive. Forgive those who have hurt you in the past, and forgive yourself for the mistakes you have made. Holding on to grudges and anger will only harm you, not the other person. When you forgive, you become free from the chains of the past, and you are ready to welcome the new possibilities in your life. 8. Believe in the divine order. Whatever is happening in your life is not by chance, but it is by the will of the Almighty. Everything happens for your greater good. Trust in this divine order and surrender yourself to the higher will. Have faith in the fact that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Accept the situation and make the best out of it. This acceptance and surrender will bring you peace, and you will be able to balance your daily life. 9. Contemplate on the teachings of the Masters. The Masters have already shown us the path. We have to follow their teachings and live our life according to their principles. Read their books, listen to their discourses, and try to understand their philosophy. Contemplate on their teachings and put them into practice. You will see that your life will transform into a life of spirituality and balance. In conclusion, let me tell you that balancing your daily life and still remaining spiritual is not an easy task. It requires constant effort and awareness. But if you really want to live a life of peace and joy, then you have to follow these principles. Remember, you are not here by accident. You are here by the will of the Almighty. Trust in His plan for you and surrender yourself to His service. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. Don't get lost in the material world. Keep your focus on your spiritual goals, and always remember that you are loved and you are cared for. So these were the 9 points that I wanted to share with you. If you have any questions or doubts, feel free to ask. We will be more than happy to answer them. Thank you so much for listening to me. I wish you a very happy and a fulfilling life. God bless you.